Hey, what's up, y'all? I woke up this morning, and you already know we in election season, so it's on everybody's mind. Here I am, I'm downtown chilling. I got the day off, so I decided I wanted to make this video while I'm enjoying this nice, bright, sunny day. Now, Springfield, Massachusetts, 413. Okay, we live in this nice city, right? And we have all these issues. Now, one of the major ones that everybody's been talking about, and I'm just gonna go through a lot of stuff. This might be a very long video, so be ready. Oh, because this is getting sent directly to the mayor. I'm tagging the police, Springfield Police Department, whatever, everything. Now, we have all these laws and restrictions on us as citizens that are making it worse for us. And then we have all these programs that are quote unquote supposed to be in play to help your average citizen, but they only do it if you jump through certain hoops, right? Now, we have an issue with rent prices. First off, we have an issue with housing prices, all right? Trying to buy a house, trying to get financing for a house, right? And it's an issue that has a variety of things that need to happen for us. It's not just we just passed this one law and everything will change. No, that's not how this is going to work, right? First off, there needs to be restrictions on the buying and reselling of houses in this city. All right, I'll give you an example. How my grandmother's house that she bought in 2000 go from $74,000 to getting bought for $222,000 to now being sold for $450,000, all in less than 20 years. So you're telling me the neighborhood that I grew up in went from, I don't know, being able to be affordable to live in, to all of a sudden you have to be damn near, making like $150,000, $200,000 a year to live there? No. See, that's a problem. And the problem is we got too many of these companies, reverse mortgages, banks buying up houses. And what they do is they set people up with bad mortgages, and they're taking damn near $500,000 in interest over 30 years. So they're profiting on an extreme amount. Like, how are you almost paying double what the house costs over time, right? These are the type of things that got to change. We got to have a minimal interest rate for buying of houses. I get it. We're a capitalist country. It's about supply and demand, right? You're right. But guess what? Housing is not something you can supply and demand. Not normal housing. Maybe if you want to talk about some luxury $1 million houses, you do what you want with that. But when it comes to your average 2-family house in the city, like whatever, there needs to be like restrictions on how much money that they can take from you when you're trying to buy this house. When you go to the bank, I should be able to take out a loan. Or matter of fact, it shouldn't even have to be a loan. I should be able to finance a house. But the problem is there's too many greedy people, right? That's the other part of the thing is, as individuals, you got to understand that you do have an effect on your community. And people think that they don't have an effect. Yes, you do. Now, don't be that person who wants to go and buy houses and flip them for extreme amounts of prices because you're gonna make money and that's all that matters. Nah, bro, that's not all that matters. You can't be so greedy that you can't think about how it's gonna affect everything else, especially when it comes to something like housing. You're not reselling sneakers, okay? It's one thing to like buy up all the Kobe's and then resell them for like $300, $400. Yeah, that sucks. I hate that shit. But guess what? Those are a luxury item. Okay, I don't need those at all. I can choose not to buy them and my life will be just fine. But a house? What the fuck? That's not, no. So, realistically, they need to be offering financing or highly low interest rates that anybody can afford. All right? Like 1%, something less than that. Like, you don't need to make more than 1% if you're the bank. All right? And individual sellers need to stop trying to look for that quick cash to get that check from the bank because all they're doing is screwing everything up. Just accept the monthly payments. Accept the down payment, and then take the monthly payments. Have a residual income. Too many people just want to flip the house, take the check from the bank, and move on. No, get yourself a monthly income behind it. It'll be better off because you'll be helping everybody else too. Not only are you going to make money, but you're also going to make sure that you're not jacking up the prices and costing everybody else tons of money, like thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, bro. That's part of you as a citizen individual being able to take that responsibility. There should be rental caps. We could all look at the areas and how much the median income is. If the median income of an area is $30,000 or it's $20,000, the housing shouldn't be $1,500 a month for no 3-bedroom. That's ridiculous. Why does it cost that much money? How did rent just go up so much in like the last 5 years? How? What's the excuse? Right? We went from having $900 a month for a 3-bedroom, and now that same 3-bedroom is $1,500. Why? Greed. Literally greed. It's not necessary. Right? That's why there needs to be a cap when it comes to this specifically, because housing is not about a capitalist economy. Everybody needs a house to live in. All right? So we need to cut back the layers to this stuff. We need to stop having restrictions. All right? Because all these things that they put into play are restrictions. If I make $1,000 a week and the mortgage is $800 to $1,000 a month, I should never, ever, ever be denied. Why are people able to afford rent, but the price of the mortgage is cheaper, but somehow I could go rent, but I can't buy? No. That's a game we got to stop playing. No, and the city of Springfield needs to do something about it. Mayor Sarno, like literally, like right away. We're not gonna keep sitting by and letting you let these rich people come into the city and dictate what's going on. It's a form of gentrification. It's social classism. You know what I'm saying? I ain't broke, but there's a bunch of people around me who don't make as much money as I do, and I'm not selfish. I don't just think about myself. You hear what I'm saying? So the point here is get this under order. We need y'all to make sure these restrictions are happening, and specifically the corporations and I'm crossing the street. Specifically for corporations and big realtors, right, who love flipping houses, right? We need to make that a restriction. If you're not living in that house for at least 2 years, bro, like, we got to have restrictions on how many you can buy in a year. If you're buying family houses and your intent is not to live in them and it's just to flip them, you should only be able to buy one a year. Literally. At that point, nah, bro, you're doing too much, because you're going to affect the whole landscape of the city. If you think some big time investor is going to come in here with millions of dollars and just be like, yeah, I'm going to buy that. When it comes to housing, no. It's different if people were buying up vacated property or like lots. That's different. that right there needs investment. But a house that's already built and it's already there, no. Major restrictions need to be had on the way those are dealt with, because at this point in time, you're hurting the city. You're hurting your citizens. And not only that, but you're nickel and diming us to death. All right? And then you're telling us that you don't have enough funding for things, and it's not true. All right? Here we are in election year, and all of a sudden I see the city doing things. But I'm going to give you an example. Look at this. This is unacceptable. Do you understand this? This is unacceptable, right? For a city this large, and it's been like this for years. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable, Mayor Sarno. Stop telling us we don't have money. We do. All right? You just don't want to spend it where it needs to be spent. How about we take some of that money away from the police department with the weapons that they don't need and the harassment that we don't need from them, and spend it on things that will help people. You know what I'm saying? Look at this shit, man. That's how easy it is, bro. Just look. And then y'all gonna sit here and act like y'all can't do nothing. Yes, you can. All right? We don't need an LGBTQ museum. We need that money to go to things that are actually necessary. How about we enact a plan to plant fruit bearing bushes and trees all across the city? Oh, what's the problem with that? Let me guess. The big corporations don't like it because it's less money. It's less money that they're making in the store, right? We don't care. It's not about them, and that's the problem. Y'all think y'all at the behest of them? No, you're not. You're at the behest of us. Now, what we want is these things to happen. Zoning laws about chickens, ducks, having goats. Those are all restrictive things that are purposely meant to make sure that we have to rely on these big corporations who are not in our favor. The same people who are nickel and diming us to death are the people you're trying to make us rely on. And we're not with it. What it is we've come to this point where American independence is exactly what we need. All right? We don't want to be working for no man like that, bro. That's why everybody's trying to open their own business and do their own thing. And then not only that, but let's talk about the jobs. We got robotics coming in and AI. Cut that shit out. All right? And this is coming from somebody who's a techie. I got my computer service repair certification, A+ networking, C#, C+, graphic design, all that. AI is not good for us. Robots is only doing one thing. They're trying to replace people's jobs. Instead of making these corporations actually pay fair wages, they're trying to use the money that we're making them to replace us with robots. And as a citizen of this nice country, we're not here for that. So that's another thing. We're not with it. We need to make restrictions on how AI and robotics are used. It's okay for it to help the process, but it's not okay to replace. Okay, because where are these people going to work? How are you going to make a living? I mean, things change over time, but what y'all doing isn't a change that's benefiting us. You understand? Change has to benefit us. It can't just benefit the company, right? Because who's buying their product? Who are they going to sell it to? Imagine, people don't have jobs, but you're trying to sell them luxury items. How are they going to buy them? Can't, right? You know what would be smart? To make sure that everybody actually was well paid and had a fair share of the profits. Speaking of that, the NBA is the perfect example of how big companies should be splitting profits. Okay, Mayor Sarno, because I'm speaking directly to you and your cronies. All right, what y'all need to do is make sure that, 52% of that revenue that they got coming in, 52% of the revenue, or maybe the profit, maybe have to look at it a little harder. But yeah, that should be going to the employees who work for the company that are not in management, non-management positions, right? And at the end of the year, right, everybody should get a bonus check. Nah, I'm dead ass. Walmart, that's how Walmart should work. If you work at Walmart and all the money that they profit, right, 52% of that money should go back to the employees. And, the Walmart family could keep the other 48% and do what they will. They are all billionaires. We're not about to do this. No, they're not struggling. The company is not in danger of falling under, and paying us isn't going to hurt the company. It's going to hurt the investors who are invested in the company who want to make money off it because they want to make millions of dollars. But we don't care about them. We don't care about them people in the stock market. I work the stock market, but those people are not your everyday citizens. So we don't care about them. All right? Because they don't care about us. Right? Because what they're doing is to purposely harm us. Right? So how about we deal with that? How about we get those type of things in order? Because everybody keeps acting like they don't know any solutions that could work. There are plenty of solutions, but y'all like to talk around things and y'all like to play word games. Y'all get on a podium and say a whole bunch of nothing to try to get people to vote for you. That's why I'm the next time I'm gonna run and I'm gonna go hard, really hard. because we can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's pure insanity. All right. So what I'm saying is we need to get these people in order. We need to get this thing structured. All right. The only way people are going to get fair wages is if we make it happen. You're not going to ask a company and they're just going to do it out of the niceness of their heart, because these people ain't moral people. Okay. They don't care. They talk about people who got less than them like they're crazy. They act like they're just not human beings because they got a little bit of money. And that's the crazy part about it. So what we need is for these profits that are going to these companies, and we ain't talking about the mom and pop shops, so leave them alone. Because they just trying to make it. They small business. We're not gonna crimp on small business. I'm only talking about major size corporations or mid-size. You gotta be employing thousands of people or making millions upon billions of dollars for this to be in effect. That's the people I'm trying to say this should affect. Those people who are making that type of money in their company, at that point, you're good, right? And if you spend your money properly, then you'll be fine. You take care of your workers will take care of you. And that's how it's always been, and it always will be. If you want to pay people cheap prices, you get cheap quality work. You pay good prices, you get good quality work. It's literally that simple. All right? Don't ask for all these quality, but try to give me save a lot pay. Okay? Don't ask for all these quality, but try to give me save a lot pay. All right? So, Mayor, what you gonna do about these corporations taking all these profits? This is the direct question, because I just brought up something, and I'm pretty sure with you and your team of financial experts can spend a lot more time than I normally have on my day to really make the plan work, because the outline is just there. I know there's a lot more nuances. So don't think that I said that and that was supposed to be the plan. That wasn't how this worked. That wasn't the plan. I'm saying it to get things started, get things motivated. I'm saying it because I'm gonna be on y'all ass the rest of the year going forward. Matter of fact, not even the year, just period. You know, I realize that y'all don't have enough people on y'all ass apparently, and we're gonna start. We're gonna start, right? And we need to get this. We need to get this situated. Y'all got our schools crazy. All right, let's talk about parental rights. Y'all need to figure this out. Y'all need to pay these teachers their money. Number one, right? No teacher should be making less than $50,000 a year at this point. All right, at least 40. Give them at least 40. You know what I'm saying? At least I get it. A new teacher you just started should make at least 40,000. You know what I mean? This is American taxpayer money, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the idea that we can't afford it is ludicrous. I pay almost $10,000 a year in taxes alone, and that's just me. Think about the other 50 people at my job. Talking about damn, how much money in taxes, my guy? Oh, all right. Let's do some math. That's a lot of damn money. So to act like that our taxes aren't enough is crazy. All right? Income tax. Why are we being charged on our income? That's illegal. It was only for a war effort. The only time we had income tax was because there was a war going on and they needed some extra money. And then somehow, some way, y'all slick ass motherfuckers decided y'all wasn't gonna let it go. Nah, now we at the point where we need to get rid of that, because you're doing double taxing. You understand? You can't double tax. You can't double tax. Don't tax me on my salary and then tax me on the items that I'm buying with my salary. All right? Stop doing that. This is what I mean about nickel and diming us citizens to death, because the money that we don't have is the money we're not spending. But if we have money, we will spend it. You know what I mean? And that only happens if you could stop trying to rob us. All right? So let's do that. Let's figure out how to get rid of this income tax so people are paying less taxes and they spending more money in the economy. All right? It's better off. How you going to collect if people ain't making? Can't do it. But if people are making, they'll buy, which means less tax money needs to be spent by the state to do the things that citizens will do naturally on their own. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe we wouldn't be asking you for assistance if we actually got paid. Maybe you wouldn't have somebody needing food stamps if they actually had a good job that actually paid a decent wage. See how that works? See, you wouldn't need the income tax in order to do the welfare, because the welfare wouldn't even be necessary. But y'all, like, again, y'all play games. And we're not with the games anymore, bro. We're not that generation that was dumb and uneducated. We're educated now. All right, we read. All right, and we study. And we watch and we learned. And we'd like to thank y'all for the hard life that y'all gave us, because you are the reason why we learned so much, because we had to. And now we're here, and we're loud, and we're not shutting up. So yeah, let's continue. Why do we have so many fucking apartment buildings around here? Nah. Can we do something about that too? We don't need any more of these. This right here, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need projects. We don't need tenement buildings. That's a rat trap. All right? There's way too much land out here to be built. All right? There's too much space. I could go right now on any real estate app and I see acres upon acres upon acres for sale. All right? So we need less tenement buildings, because guess what? Who the fuck cares about a tenement building? Excuse the language, but I'm a real human being. I'm not fake like the politicians, right? But who needs a tenement building? Right? Nobody. Who wants to live next door to somebody, downstairs and upstairs from somebody? And then y'all purposely build them and put them in what? Lower income neighborhoods, so y'all can just stuff everybody together in one place and then wonder why you got drug addiction and alcoholism and all type of shit. You putting all these people in the same building. What do you think is going to happen? You think people just, oh, I'm alcoholic, you're alcoholic, you're a crackhead, I'm a crackhead, she's a crackhead, and you all going to put them in one building, they ain't all going to just smoke crack together. They ain't going to get drunk together. They ain't going to go commit crime together. You stupid. Just build regular houses, give people regular houses so they can live in. Because guess what? When you have something that's a house that's yours, you actually appreciate it and you want to take care of it. But who gives a fuck about this? I don't. I know the people living in there don't. You can't ask them to. It's disrespectful. Look what you got them living in. What the fuck is this? What are we talking? I don't care how nice it look on the inside. I wouldn't care if it looked like a luxury apartment. It's a fucking tenement building and it's a fucking rat race. Nobody wants to live on top of nobody. Okay? Nobody does. I never liked the projects. I don't live in them. I don't live in buildings. I'm just showing you what it looked like, because I'm out here and I'm having a good day. I'm chilling. I could be playing video games, but I decided I wanted to do some social activity. All right, get some fresh air. Great, ain't it? I'm just saying, we don't need these, Mayor Sarno. We don't need any more. We need to get rid of them, honestly, and replace them with something better, honestly, because that makes the city look bad, bro. Make it all houses. We don't need this. Look at this. Look at this. What do we need this for? We don't. Just build regular houses. Why did you build a whole bunch of apartment buildings? Wow. So you could just collect money, because guess what? Nobody's gonna actually own these motherfuckers, right? So I'm not just gonna get a job and start making good money, save it up, and then I'm buying an apartment building. Matter of fact, I can't even save money because the apartment building costs too much damn money now anyway. Like, living in one of these is gonna cost you like $1,500. Why? Huh? Why? Right? Why? Let's talk about some other things. Why is the cost of water so high? Right? Why is the cost of water so high? Since when we live in Massachusetts, we don't have no water shortage. Why y'all charge us so much for something like that? Water should be free. Listen to me. Water should be free, period. It is 2025. We live in America. We live in, quote unquote, the greatest country in the world. Of water not free? How not? Nobody should be getting charged for their water. That is a city function. Don't charge people. We pay taxes. That's it. Let's figure it out. Like, literally, let's stop making people pay for water and see how much more money gets put into the economy. Right? No more water fees. I don't care how much people use water in the summer. It don't matter. No more water fees. That is a literal necessity. You cannot charge people for water, because if they can't afford it, what you gonna say? They need to fucking not be able to drink liquids? Is that what you're saying? City of Springfield, Mayor Sarno? Think about what you're saying. Because if you don't have to say it, it's unspoken. So figure it out. No more cost for water. We shouldn't be paying for water. Go ahead. Tell me it's gonna cost money. We don't care. Everything costs money. Y'all pay all that money for all that other stuff. It's another bill that we're gonna put on our debt. We print money, right? We're not backed by the gold standard anyway, so we don't care. Free water. We shouldn't be paying for electricity either. Again, we shouldn't pay for power or water. These are major bills that take a lot of money from everybody, especially house owners. All right, so if you take away the cost of water, take away the cost of electricity, all right, now we got something. So pay for gas and oil. I understand that, because there is a huge cost to drilling and all that other stuff and everything, and there's no way that Exxon and all these other major oil companies are gonna turn into non-profit organizations. It should have never been profit organizations in the first place. But I mean, I guess power is not a necessity. Like, everybody could just live off the grid in 2024, where everybody damn near needs Wi-Fi. You know, right? That's another thing. What happened to that city Wi-Fi, Mayor? I remember that supposed to come out like 10 years ago. I still don't see too much city Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? At all. Come on now. Where is it at? All these promises that are just broken. Man, I'm just saying, I talk about these things and I'm going to keep bringing them to light. Where it's at. Mayor Sarno, we're waiting. We need help out here. You know? You got them votes, right? You in office, right? It's time to start taking care of the city. You know what I mean? How about in school we start teaching constitutional law to all peoples? Because y'all not teaching the right things anymore. It's now imperative that constitutional law be taught in every single school in Massachusetts should have constitutional law as part of their classes. The same way that you need to learn English, you should learn constitutional law. Come on, Mayor Sarno, let's get it going. Let's go. Let's get it. You should also have a class that teaches people about finances and taxes the same way you teach about math. Same way you teach about history. It should be a requirement. All right? So we don't have to learn English 101 5 years in a row. You know, when I was growing up, I went to these Massachusetts schools. Okay? And trust and believe, I skipped grades, straight A student, all that. But guess what? You're teaching the same damn class year after year. Same algebra, algebra 1, algebra 2, algebra 3. How dare you try to teach kids about trigonometry before you teach them about taxes and the Constitution? What in God's name am I using trigonometry for in my daily life? I have not needed trigonometry not once since I graduated. Not once. Not at all. So explain to me why these advanced math classes are necessary before teaching about taxes and constitutional law. Because you're not educating your citizens on their rights, and that should be part of the school system. Educating kids every single year, that's yearly. All right, yearly, every single year from first grade until they leave high school, they should know constitutional rights, period. And laws and taxes, you know, things that'll actually prepare you for life, not the bullshit that you're trying to feed our kids. Because while you're doing the fake stuff on your preaching pulpit, what we know is that the man who designed the public school system said we need more workers and less thinkers. I have to stop for that. We need more workers and less thinkers. Sorry, my child is a thinker. And she's not going to be a worker for you and yours. Thank you. But no, thank you. So what we're going to need for you to do is make sure that the school system is operating the way that the citizens need it. So if this isn't even like a maybe thing. It's like a nah. We're telling you. We're demanding it. Constitutional law and taxes need to be taught in school. Period. The same way you teach math and English. Period. The same way you teach history and science. Period. This is not a negotiation. This is the demand. Mayor Sarno. Look, we were approaching 30 minutes on this video because that's how serious it is. And again, I'm going to keep doing this because it's going to be noticed. And I'm going to keep tagging you. I'm going to keep putting it on YouTube. I'm going to put it on TikTok. I'm going to put it on everything. So, Mayor, I'm pretty sure somebody can figure out how to contact me if you need some help. Because I have ideas. Maybe you don't have ideas. But, you know, if we come together, maybe we can make something happen. But I'm pretty sure the arrogance of people wouldn't allow that. Because I'm pretty sure everybody thinks they're more equipped to do things than others. But, you know, mayor is a position that citizens run for that want to help the community. Politicians aren't something that go to school. Politicians aren't Ivy League graduates. That's not what a community service guy is. That's just some rich person who wants power. Okay, so if you really, really, really care, those are the people you should vote for. Don't vote for a guy because they have the highest education and went to Harvard and they were cum laude or whatever the case may be, and they know this fraternity and that. That's not a normal citizen. That's not. Look around you. I'm in the South End. I'm just walking around because I was at McDonald's, and like I said, I'm just chilling because my day off. But look at this shit, bro. Those people aren't these people, but those are the people trying to make decisions, and they have no idea how these people are actually living. Again, I made it. You know what I mean? I'm not all the way where I'm gonna be at, but I'm not broke. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't need food stamps or none of that. I'm not saying this as somebody who's broke. I'm saying this as somebody who once was one of those people who needed assistance. I grew up with a mom who needed assistance. I grew up in foster care. Okay? I'm speaking as one of those people who understand the plight because they went through it, right? And not being an immoral person and having actual feelings and thinking about others before myself. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I might not need the help directly, but I know there's a bunch of people around me who do. I know this right here. I'm gonna sit right here right now, right? Look at this. Right? You know how many drug addicts and bums just be congregating over here? A whole bunch of them. Now, why am I saying that? Because there's something so easy for y'all to do. Now, and this is just me, somebody from the hood who grew up in the hood and is now, a middle-class citizen. You need to bring these people to places outside of the city, okay? You can't put a group home right downtown and think that these people are gonna get clean. What you need to do is go to a place that's outside of where all this major stuff is at, where all this community movement is at, and put them somewhere just a tiny bit isolated. Not completely isolated, but far enough away that they can't just walk outside and go to the liquor store. Right there. Like, come on, look at this. Liquor store right there. Group home right up the street. Like, literally, I'm not gonna walk up the street, but literally right up the street. It's a place for broke people, poor people, people who are addicts, and stuff like that up the street. Liquor store. Tell me how this is working. Come on, Sarno. Come on, Sarno. Hey, group homes for people who got drug and alcohol addiction. Liquor store. Come on, Mayor Sarno. Can we get them some group homes and get all of them people some help and put them over there? Why we got bums on the street? Why don't we not have places we could get them? But somehow, some way, you got illegal immigrants in our city. And then here's the worst part: you're putting them in the poor neighborhoods. Why aren't you putting them in Longmeadow? Why are you not putting them in Ludlow? Why are you not putting them in Amherst? Why are you not putting them in Agawam? Why don't you put them in the places that actually have the additional funds to take care of those people? Why are you putting them in Black and Spanish neighborhoods and we already don't get enough funding for our schools and the things we need? You think we're stupid? You don't think we know that you put them in our districts because that the tax money that gets allocated to us will be used for them people, so you guys don't have to use the money that's allocated to your little rich neighborhood that you live in, Mayor Sarno? Nah, bro. You don't get to get away with this scot-free, bro. We gonna put this on display. I'm gonna make shorter videos because I already know people's attention span is short. So don't think I'm just gonna do these long 30-minute, hour-long videos. Nah, I'm gonna do these 5-minute segments too, bro. I'm gonna put it on TikTok. It's gonna be on YouTube, bro. You are going to see this stuff, Mayor Sarno, and you are going to have to address it, Mayor Sarno. And if you want, again, you can get in contact with me because I'm pretty sure you know how, because you are the mayor. So we're not gonna pretend that you don't know how to get in contact with your citizens. How about this one? Why do we not have an app, right, for Springfield citizens? It's very easy, right? You go get these people to go make an app, and all you need is a valid ID, a valid Massachusetts ID. That's it, right? To log you in, to lock you in as part of this. The same way everybody has Uber, they have their Cash App accounts and all that on their phone. We need a Springfield 413 citizen app, right? And you know what you could do with said app, sir? You know what you could do with said app? You could ask us questions directly and ask us for votes directly and opinions. You could say, hey, I want to put out a poll. to all the Springfield citizens, what do you think about XYZ and what solutions? And give a list of options to say this, that, or other, or write in, because you have to give us the option to write in, right? It's easy, very easy. There's no excuses for why you don't have an app in order to talk to us directly. I have a Dojo app. You know what that means? That means that everything that happens in the school, they put it on the app. I see my daughter's report card. I see my daughter's work. I see the pictures that they share. So you're telling me Springfield teachers can do that with the parents, but you can't do it with the citizens? Everybody has a phone, and everybody would have a vested interest in being part of that social program. It'd be like Facebook for the city, basically. Not literally, but what you want is having the ability to directly ask citizens exactly what the issues are and whether or not the things that you're trying to put into play work. Because doing phone calls and doing these little polls don't work. Because I've never been polled. I've never been polled. Who polled me? You didn't ask me nothing. Ain't nobody come by my house and ask me no questions. Ain't nobody drop off a letter or nothing. So I don't know who you polling. That's the thing. When I see polls on TV, I be laughing because I'm like, who are y'all asking? And I'm pretty sure that I know who y'all asking, and they mostly not minorities. All right? So what we want to do is get rid of all flagrancies. We want nothing but openness, because secrets don't make friends, my guy. So what we want is an open policy. We want to be able to reach you and talk to you directly. I shouldn't have to go picket downtown outside of City Hall. I don't need to picket, bro. It's 2025. In order for us to get noticed, we shouldn't have to go down there and march wholesale to let you know that there's a problem. That shouldn't be the only way that you know that there's a problem, my guy. You should be able to talk to us directly so we can just tell you that. Why we got to get riled up and damn near be ready to riot and revolt in order for you to do something? That's crazy talk. You know what I'm saying? I have solutions for anything in this city that you want to talk about, my guy. Bring it up. Call me. Inbox me. Email me. Do something. Act like you actually are trying to do something. Go ahead, put me on display. I'll be the token Negro, but it ain't gonna be a token Negro. I mean token Negro, I'll be the face behind these movements. Y'all always need one, right? I just don't kiss ass, and I'm definitely not with the rich people. So I'm literally gonna do what needs to be done. I'm running either way. So I mean, we could work together, or you could be the op when it comes to voting season. Because I'm not running as some clean guy in a suit. I'm gonna run as a regular man who has regular problems and knows what the regular person has to deal with. Because guess what? I think that's what people want to see. People want to see somebody who's real. And as much as I don't like Donald Trump, that's the reason why people vote for him, even though he says wild stuff. Because people at the end of the day know that no matter what, he means what the hell he's talking about. Like, he said how he felt, and you either accept it or you don't. And people can respect that. Even if you're wrong, you could be dead wrong, but I can respect that you told me how you actually feel and not be fake. Because you do a lot of fakeness, bro. That's why I be looking, I be like, it's fake politicians, bro. Do the little fake handshake, hey, how you doing, man? Nah, come on, cut it out. Cut it out. We're going to do real men talk. We're going to do real business around here. We need to get things done in this city. All right, and there's so many ways that it could be motivated without you having to only deal with rich people. All right, we need to restructure everything. We can't just keep building on a foundation that's faulty. All y'all trying to do is put band-aids on stuff, and what I'm saying is that we need a complete reconstruction. All right, let's get this app up. Let's get these schools funded. Let's actually teach these kids the things that need to be taught so they can succeed in life when they get out of school. Because ain't nobody get out of school with a high school education and felt like they actually learned something. And then they go to work and they don't even know how to do their taxes at the end of the year. Did you prepare them really? No, you didn't. How they getting pulled over by the cops and they don't even know if the cops are doing illegal things or not? Is that what you want? It sounds like that's what you want. You want the ability for cops to bully and badger people that don't have an education about the law. Now, if everybody was educated about the law, we would have less run-ins with the cops about non-constitutional things that they do. Oh, see how that works? See how just doing the right thing could solve problems in the long run? Now, I'm going to end this video here because we're on 40 minutes and it's going to take a long time to upload. But trust and believe, I'm going to keep doing this. And I'm going to make sure the videos to talk directly about everything that I brought up, because this was just me throwing a warning shot. That's all this was. This was just me putting it out there that this is going to be the thing moving forward. You know what I mean? Because we are in this city, and if we don't take care of it, nobody else will. We can't depend on these people who are in office to do it, because they don't care. As long as they're good, as long as they go home to their little house and they could go golf on their little courses, think they care about us? No. They just do enough to stay in office so they could keep making that money and have them connections. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. Like, you're talking to business leaders and people with big money, and you don't think we think you got deals and you ain't giving your friends deals and all that? Like, bro, come on now. They're like, every mayor that's been in this city since I've been living here in 1997 has been affiliated with the mafia. And put y'all mad at gang members. You are a gang member. You just happen to move a little different because you have a higher station. That's all it is. You know what I mean? You got broke criminals and rich criminals. You just a rich one. All right? And I don't even care. I don't care if you're part of the mafia, bro. I do not care. That's not the concern. You could be a mafia member, but at least do something for the city, bro. You know what I mean? Do it for real, not halfway. You know what I mean? Don't just do it when it's an election season either. So I love to see how we're doing all this road work just when November's coming around the corner, right? We're not stupid. We see what you do. It wasn't like this 2 years ago. It wasn't like this a year ago. Yo, all these roads need to be fixed. All that money that you got, put it into fixing these roads, and you can hire these people. Now you're giving people jobs. The same people who are working, hire these people from in the city. Don't hire companies from Connecticut and Rhode Island and New York. Hire people that work here to work here. That's how you help the city. You give people jobs, right? You don't give a man fish, all right? You teach him how to fish so he can go get his own fish. So don't just give out money. Give people jobs. Give people the ability to continuously support themselves. And also, you have to make sure that just because we make more money, they don't charge more. That's the key here. Just because we make more, we got to make sure they can't charge more. Because if I get a raise, why does the cost of milk go up? Why the fuck does me getting a raise make the cost of milk go up? Because the guy who's giving me the raise wants to be greedy. He's already got millions, but he needs an extra million. There's a line, bro. There's a line, and we're crossing it. We're getting to a point where this world is turning into George Orwell. Yeah, I read the book. This world is turning into the Matrix / Terminator. Like, come on, man. We watch iRobot, and we're watching Tesla robots be built, and people are cracking jokes like it's funny online. Like, they're not even taking it serious. But it's like, I know that y'all only cracking jokes because y'all know it is serious, but you feel like you're not powerful enough to do anything about it. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Do exactly what I'm doing. Do more. Know that there's like-minded people all over the place who are just like us. And speak up, because we can't find you if we don't know you exist. So be loud and be proud, and don't let nobody shut you up, because if they do, they're evil, immoral people. Now, y'all have a good day. I love y'all, Springfield, and let's do better.